see who finds the momentum, how it ends up happening, and exactly what we get coming from the Mongols off of, you know, what could be a slow start. We saw it kind of happen for Spirit, thinking maybe they'll be a bit slower. And look, they lost that pistol, turned it right back around. But we'll see if it's a similar affair. Because numbers-wise, HOTU, they have been doing great work here on Overpass. Although I think historically, Mongols as well love a bit of Overpass themselves. So we'll see what they go for here. Double con setup with 3 towards the B site. No sound made by HOTU as they just shift their way towards long. But with clearance into short for the Mongols, they'll stay strong towards the A site for now.
Okay, so long side map control being taken. Blitz going to rotate back round towards the bomb site. USP in hand. He's got that single flashbang and gets a bit of a read from the information shown. Slowly but surely, they're making their move closer and closer. Backline stab from Techno. 9-10. Left with a single point of health, eventually falls, but Techno trades with those Jewies. Zenio on the site, good for one. But it's not looking great overall unless Senzu can save the day with the backstab, lines it up onto Duke Fashura. And it is down to a 2v2, post-plant to playoff.
Senzu getting the info on both those T's. As now it's going to be Blitz in a rough position, gets whittled down eventually. And Senzu looking to be the hero here. And swinging allows time for Frontalis to get that extra magazine in the Glock, and it's Kato to make it happen at the end. HOTU off to the races, taking the T-pistol. Of course, another big talking point would be Norbert joining about a month ago now. Bringing in a lot of experience to the majority Kazakh side. Let's see where we end up at the end of the anti-force. Mongols backing themselves. Go for the scout dig, triple MP9 setup. And they've opted to go for long pressure, 9-10. I don't know if he's going to be able to find much action, although Mizu is having a sniff in this direction. Flash at the top of con, bathrooms. The priority. And Techno might get a chance to activate as soon as 9-10 sees this swing. No connection. But the MP9 at this range is effective. And there's those picks that the Mongols were looking for. 2-man advantage now. Oh.
Dude. Okay. I mean, you could really put pen to paper here and cash this round into something nice to start off for the Mongols, but Norbert gets his way into the back line. Frontalis trades on to Techno 4K as well, but obviously this is worse for HOTU the longer it goes. You're starting to lose some numbers now. 9-10 with a look back around towards toilet side, but both of them are coming knocking from long. 2 AKs, limited utility. Oh, good read. AK peeking. Bullet to the brain. 9-10, left clueless. Blitz and Mzenio for the retake with that deagle in his hands. 20 seconds on the timer. Frontales looking for the plant back dice as well. Should be good to coast this one.
Oh, dink for dink. But the AK, of course, going to hit that much harder. And we'll see what Chess IGL is going to be able to pull out here. He has been seen. No kit in play, and only a flash to make this happen. Movement speed of the Mac-10. Might be able to hit him with a wide swing. There's that first pick. And the time is ticking away. Kato just needs to try and survive for long enough to lock it in, which he'll make happen. Good timing on the swing. And enough time to carry the AK into the next. No C4 explosion. But a solid start for HOTU to at least get those 2 rounds on the board. The big thing is they just took a lot of casualties. So we'll see if Mongols decide to force into this again.
So some near misses. keeping you guessing a little bit. We kind of dived into the deep end very quickly today with that first series map. There was no chance to ease in. This has at least given us some palate cleansers, some tasty rounds, but so far it's been good for HOTU. Deagle's getting damaged across the board here, not really finding those quick peaks they were hoping for. Tries his luck, couple body shots, but no frags from it.
You're getting dicey for a second. But Duke Fishura, he's still alive. Who can play as a pawn in the long game. Techno at range. Goes back one too many times. We'll see if Blitz gets cleared on the inside of the bathrooms. Norbert on the outside. And Duke Fishura on 3 points of health will go down. That's a Mac 10 retrieved. Thorn in the side of the round, but they try to play a little too early. Mazzinho can't hit the dig. And HOTU get through another 3-0. Locking in the rounds. But now they've got to get through the first gun round from Mongols.
Couple nice highlights on the replay. But yeah, dude, this is where it gets real. All right, then. Strap in. This is what we've been waiting for. First full bite to play with as the Mongols get ready to unload the attack here on the fourth. Got 9-10 done in the AWP, set up alongside with a bit of support from Techno. He might be matched as well. Flash over to clear rock. They run into it. Ooh, felt like he was on target, but a near miss. Can't quite find the first. Techno probably going to be getting a lot of info from this. They're going to use util to clear front toilets. Try flash him off. Ooh. Good for one Mac, but Duke Fishura withstands that with 4 HP.
A recurring theme. Did it with 3 in the last. Oh, whiff from Norbert. Just couldn't quite pull the spray back. And the B site will be under fire in just a moment's time. Mazzinho still with some utility to delay as we head towards the mid-round. Kato contacting in at short. Maybe able just to pincer into this B site. Duke Fishura still yet to play or make too much of a move towards that A site. There's a molly. Trying to feign that bathroom's control. And in comes the crab walk under. Mazzinho not ready and sends you a little while away, but that molly does not hit the intended position. And there's time, there's space, and another shot. Makes this look a little easier. Frontalas making sure every corner gets cleared before the bomb goes down, and Blitz will not clear his corners either. Duke Fishura activating, and Senzu just looking to save, unable to play the game this round. Unless.
Yeah. Ooh. No, probably not unless. He had a chance, maybe. It's just enough to get you thinking, but Sensu does the smart play, grabs the tip of the AWP, and then pieces out. So no first round bombardment from the Mongols. They're not getting themselves on a board here coming into this opening buy. And obviously it's not too bad whatsoever from HOTU. You get a bit of steam to play with, man. 4 rounds on the board. The favourites in both series looking like they're a little bit slow to the punch today.
A solid start. Showing similar scenes to what we saw from them over in stage 1. There was a lot of games where they started like 8-0, 9-0 before opponents were able to take a round off them. And they're just making all the right moves. I think they're feeling themselves as well. They did win the European Pro League, I believe, last week. It was like the 26th, so just before coming into ESL Pro League. So getting that taste for victory. giving them a bit more confidence. Let's see if they can go for 5 in a row. Mongols, max round loss bonus, have everything they could need to get their first round on the board. 9-10 having a couple of missed opportunities. And the B site looking like it will be the target for HOTU this time.
The boost's there. It's a good read at least. I mean, that's tons of free damage down on towards Connector and gives you this information for Techno to play off of. He'll swing out. First pick's good. Zenio as well, able to double it up potentially for a second. But Norbert wants none of it. Starts to rewrite the round with the AK. 3 versus 4. And it has been a little bit off for 9-10. Oh, it was a rough miss in the prior round, so we'll see if he can wrap 2 assists in this one. Wondered if Norbert was going to do it all single-handedly. I mean, he charges in. A 1-for-1 trade back. Frontales has the bomb. Mizu on rotate, spots the head of Techno. They could wrap up towards A if they want to now. But Frontales clearing close short. Maybe just a backstab, late B play round on it. They're going to test the waters towards A, see if they can garner a rotate. And 9-10 might just give it to them.
Mizu fading away. And that rotate from 9-10 isolates Blitz on the B site, who is looking to find Mizu over towards Monster side, loses that fight, so the B site open for the taking, but can 9-10 arrive on the scene in time? Gets to heaven, no smoke in the way, and won't be able to cut him off at the pass. HE, not enough to polish off either of them, and they'll just fight this one together. Beautifully played, 4-5.
Well done, bro. Seeing some signs of life right now, kind of cooking. Keeping it close with the anticipation, sort of subverting expectations as well in the late rounds here to really strain that defense from the Mongols. Some good heads-up play from HOTU, matching the output, you know?
Doing solid groundwork early on. These T-sides, not known to be this easy for Overpass, which is looking quite CT-sided by the numbers. But yeah, this is the thing, right? You travel home. That's a long flight back to Mongolia and then back to Europe again. So maybe feeling a little shaky. But there we go. There's a man advantage. Blitz, not necessarily known for his AWPing prowess, but it's going to find themselves the package.
Ooh.
And the CT stack at long. 3 players here. You don't usually see that many. Just completely changes how this round plays out. And this, of all buys, Jackie, is how we see Mongols get their first on the board.
Yeah, this is what it took. This is how much of a journey it was, Mizu. Oh no, he slips the blade in between the shoulders for Mzenio. Kind of brutal, really. Finally goes down to Blitz, and you're right, that is how they get their first on the board. Quick taps as well, keep everyone fired up. You found one, but they need to get so much more from it. As if he's done the little butcher play as well. I mean, fair play. Get some additional cash out of it, dude. Mizu with a ratio.
Let's see if Mongols can double it down. Plenty of cash in the bank there for HOTU to buy up everything they need. Obviously, a couple of Tech 9s in the mix. But they're going to go for the pack play. And Blitz's AWP was working. 9-10's hasn't necessarily hit the mark just yet, but he sees a little booty swinging a little too far and will be forced back to site already. So with minimal utility, HOTU are putting high priority on making their way to A. Reroute from the Mongols just to take that long control. And in comes the A pump. Techno going to be under the thumb just a second. There's that first, but the molly burning him to a crisp takes a second for his troubles, and Blitz going to be able to fight his way forward. Only able to get one, even though the lineup looked good. But do they expect 9-10 hanging around towards long out? Kato hit that. Insane shots, insane moments, and Mizu going to be left in a very difficult position.
Okay. Zinio gets the tag back this time. God, those two have had a bit of a back and forth amongst one another. It feels like a feud on the server at times between these two teams, Mac. Yeah, I mean, this has been spicy, dude. HOTU, like, coming out full storm CS, right? You're just ripping rounds away, playing very confidently with some nutty shots. And this is Mongols that are having to give it their all to even get themselves on the board. So, bumpy territory early. Kind of surprised that this one's requiring so much focus from them. All right. I mean, money to work with still. You're going to have that AWP in the hands of 9-10. Rifles across the board for the rest of the Mongol crew on the CT side. Deco. Deco for HOTU. That's what we're playing with.
See how close they get. Keeping us guessing round after round. But it looks like a bit of a shooting gallery this time. Zinho happy to take the fight back to him, although almost caught with util in hand. Will get taken out by Duke Fashira. Frontalis as well. Towards the top of the stairs. Will get chipped right on down. And we got that mid-round reroute. As HOTU will regroup over towards the bathrooms. Frontalis may lose the objective towards long. One bullet should do it here. Techno puts that out in a very open area. And we'll just keep on jiggling, keep on looking for a little more damage. Duke Fashura finds nada. And there you have it. Mongols starting to steady up the half with 3 quick ones back to back.
Yeah, suddenly the momentum started to turn around a little bit. Slow rounds. It was pulling the wool over the eyes for the Mongols. Want to see him put back up a little bit. And we know what they're capable of. And I think with the manner of how they lost some of those rounds, it was probably a bit frustrating as well. So wanted to just command some respect back on the server. No more blade plays, please. Get the HE round towards connector, blow the door off. Senzu wanted to go for a look-in with a backup of Mzinio as well. Quite an aggressive setup. Oh, let's see if he can net it. I mean, Kado's been quick, dude. He's had very, very good response time on this AK. So who do we favor? Quick tap from Senzu. And they don't over-egg it.
If that's not an over egg, what would an even amount of egg look like? Like that?
Hey, probably like this. Yeah, that's like one whole egg. Sunny side up as well, because you get the kill and get away, you know?
That's what, 5 grams of protein, not 10 though. Kato's saying only 1 for you, mate.
Yeah, scrambled now, mate. That's gone. So that's your kind of dirty bulk out the window.
Keeping it clean. Get rid of the yolk. Although, 9-10. Oh, looking like he's going to be made a joke of. With Mizu catching him right out in the open. And now that's a man advantage again for HOTU. Positioned, poised for the A-site hit. As Senzu looks to make his way over in time, but Blitz not able to double down. So the round getting harder as Senzu will be the solo hero to try and make it happen here. Playing around the smokes, looking to catch a timing. Frontalis heads up, eyes on, but won't hit the shot. And there's minimal time to get this one planted. Kato getting off it and hoping that the cover is good, but it won't be. A round for Mongols. It's HOTU to get it in the back pocket again.
Damn, dudes. Tried with a jump up. Fair play Senzu as well. It was good delay. It was good play around the site to try and hold them off. You know, got that 1v1 versus Frontales. Just couldn't get over the finish line. Then when it comes down to Mzinio and a 1v2, focuses on a bomb planter. They cover him from the sideline. Wow. Really quite a close half here between these two teams, but more so than anything, it's just HOTU being able to take it home in a couple of the clutches. Some good timing. Mizu showing us what he's made of. Kado with some great opening shots as well. And another timeout felt the need to be used here. Got to come up with a solution. The CT side, it needs more.
Let's see what we end up getting here. 3-2 split, 9-10. And a bit of a front spawn, and with the molly, well, I thought he was going to go for a peek in towards the fountain. But ends up at long instead. And it's a faster one through Con. Kato and Duke for sure may be able to find Techno here, who's just jump peeking, making a racket while doing so. Good discipline from HOTU, just making sure that the front of toilets is smoked off before committing to the play. Molly on sandwich, just isolating as much of the bathrooms as they can and forcing the CTs back before sending them back to B once more.
Okay. The contact walk of shame potentially then if it goes wrong. Let's see if it's going to be Smiles against Senzu, pushing into the site. He holds back the first two. Frontales is good for the reply, but Mzinho with only one. Once again, it's Mizu that's able to get the better of him with that AK and leave us in a tight 2 versus 2 retake. It gets panicky. They swing out, but F2 does it all. Oh, he's styling on as well. All right, HOTU. They're cooking right now on Overpass, Mac.
They're making it happen. Loving what we're seeing from them as well. I'm not going to show the big dogs of APAC exactly how it's done. Disappointment on the faces of the Mongols individuals. Let's see what the future holds for them here. Boost towards Con this time. But HOTU, even though they're making a racket, they're running on that short side, which does keep them safe from that boost. Unless they walk into it anyway. And Duke for sure might just do that. Shadow has been seen. Yep, no one next to him. And the trap activates before it's too late. Looking like it is going to be a rougher round here, Jackie, for HOTU. 2v5. What do you think they have in them?
Hey man, stranger things have happened with this team right now. It's two players that have had some potential stock as well. If Kado's able to get a pick, then maybe draw it over rotation. But for the Mongols, they want to keep this as clean as possible, and they need rounds. That's the real hot commodity that you're looking to pick up at the minute, and HOTU have got an abundance of them. It's been a very clean T-half here on Overpass. So making sure they at least get 4 now. That's going to be what their eyes are lighting up for. Not presenting them with any opportunities really either. If there was a bit of an info play, you're swinging out, you give them a 1v1, then there's a chance. Instead, probably just going to let this slow cook by and just focus on what's yet to come. This is the penultimate round, of course, with the next being the 12th. So it looks like a 7-4 to this point. What temperature of sausage are you ordering from the worst hole?
Oh, the hottest sausage, please, yes.
You like them spicy?
Love a spicy sausage. And a chorizo?
Oh, yes.
Very good. Obviously, the less German than most sausages.
Hey.
Damn, it tastes good.
Exactly. It doesn't matter where you get your sausage from, as long as it's tasty. Those are rules to live by.
What's your favorite kind of sausage? We're taking a whole group effort here.
See, look, there's lots of different types, you know, in terms of the heat as well. You can have mild, piquant, shaft, Shaft, or nur für Leibesmeid. There's quite a few options, you see. That one sounds hot, Mac. The last
does.
one. I'm not going to lie.
I don't know what Liber Schmoot, whatever that word is. I don't know what it means. But if it means like Inferno,
nice. Yeah.
the infernal blazes of hell, then give me that sausage.
Yeah, one spicy pooper sausage. That's what we're looking at. Hey, though, round 12's live, and we're kicking. So let's see what Mongols have got. If they can turn the heat up a little bit more and try and squeeze a fifth out of this.
Making plays. And let's see if Mazzinho can give him the sausage. He certainly can. Norbert taking it like a champion. 9-10. Oh, can't slice it in half there, but he will drop the smoke to try and fall back. Delays the inevitable. And a fifth around the corner, but Techno disregarded over towards Connector. No one activated on this side of things. Senzu starting to go for the pincer in, and that is served sausage for everyone. 5-7, Mongols salvage the half, but let's see what's on the menu in the second.
You go. I should've let you just walk on by. Never even said hi. No, then we would never know just how hard it feels to open up hearts, to have to let it go. But we can't turn back now, 'cause we've come too far to not leave the broken heart. Guess something inside my soul just couldn't stand to let you walk away so easily. No. And maybe in time we can figure out just what these moments are all about. All we guaranteed is a little change. Oh, I don't want my heart to feel this way again. And I just need a little more time to make sure what we're doing is right. I just need a little more time to make sure that we're doing this right. Oh yeah. I figured that I'd stop by just to wonder.
Welcome back to The Worst Hole, where we will be serving you some of the finest selection of sausages today. Get your orders in, because this second half is going to warrant having a couple of snacks. We got bratwurst, chorizo, and andouille. We got Italian sausage, the blood sausage, salami, breakfast sausage, Frankfurter Würstchen, knackwurst, beef sausage, andouille sausage, which we already went over, Weibwurst, black pudding, bologna, Thuringia, beerwurst, cooked sausage, sausage patties, sausage, and Sayua, as well as Naduja, Bockwurst even, Braunschweiger, and Bauerwurst. What are you having, Jackie?
I don't know, bro. It feels like I'm having a stroke. It went on for so long. Like, there was just so many types of sausage, but Duke Fishura, he's got the biggest sausage, and it's that USP barrel. Not floppy there, Mac. Handed steel as they get through this one 3-3. The second half pistol delivering the spice and the sauce on top is Senzu. He gets one, but do they know about Frontales? He's in the back of the bomb site. He's rooting around. He's trying to look inside their bags. They don't want him here.
Making it in through the back door just in time. But unfortunately, will not be able to activate effectively. Little flaccid on it. And that'll be that. Mongols coming through with another pistol round win to put 6 on the board. So 3v3. Not going to be found by HOTU. And is that going to be the answer back in?
All right. We get an idea of the caliber of the sausage. You know, there is this like one guy I've seen as well. He just makes sausages out of anything, Mac. He has like one of those massive industrial sausage press machines, and he'll just put anything in there. And
like a pineapple sausage.
No, like, yeah, anything, bud. He'll put like Hot Wheels in there with like, you know, Smarties, all this other stuff. And he's like, today we're going to be trying an all-mix super sausage, you know? He's crazy. You got to look. I'll try to find it. I think his name is just like the Sausage Man or something. It's not like a weird fever dream. It does exist.
Chat, if you know what he's talking about, link it in chat and see what happens. Okay? Or get your orders in. DHL mailbag at efg.gg. Exclamation mail in the chat. Spell it how you want. You'll still get the email. But we got a unicorn round. We got a real unicorn round?
Yeah.
Do we have a real one? Ain't no way.
Actually,
Norbert does. Dude. What's he doing? Norbert, don't ruin the unicorn round. We don't get these. We never get these. Ah, there was action in the end.
Oh, he's going to die to the bomb. He's ruined it. They both ruined it. Well, no unicorn round, Mac. It would have been nice.
Would have been nice.
Yeah.
But with that being done, it is time to get into the gun fun. HOTU managing to snag that Mac 10 away are actually going to keep it for the long haul. Norbert looking to just make a bit of extra cash with this one. Where's he playing with it? Okay, close monster. A good position to have that. And in the meanwhile, Techno keeping his alive as well. Going aggressive towards long. That's spotted. Duke Fishura happy to give some respect to that long control. And the rest of the goals starting to make their way up con in the meanwhile.
Okay. Slowly but surely, Mongols taking a little bit of precedence round towards deeper long then. Frontales. Shadow might give you an inkling. Good reaction as well. Senzu peeks into that one. And rather Sun God's given a game away for him, unfortunately. So makes it a little bit more oppressive in the round. 4 versus 5. Ooh, timing on their backs though. They're pushing up to clear toilets just as the backstab comes in, but they read it well. Mzinho! He starts to turn the grinder on and does turn them to a pulp. In a good position as well. Mzinho grabs himself that AWP. He's watching the close run out if they come barreling through the smoke here. It's Norbert that wants to go first. Let's see if it will be full Eddie Murphy on this one. Mizu out of action, all Norbert left.
Mac 10, potential to get some damage at range and upgrades to the AK. Looks at the fire extinguisher. But there's nothing burning that is needed, at least not that he thinks of. Is he alive? 9-10. Unhappy with that, but the explosion should solidify the kill. But it's another round nonetheless, and Mongols find the lead. Off to the races on the T side. Lovely double entry from Mzinho there. Blitz as well. Activating from long. And it's just solid damage, all things considered. We have the resident German as well. So apparently Lebensmüde, which is part of the menu at the worst hole, is tired of life and crazy challenge kind of way. You are crazy to go for this.
So it's basically like, yeah, you're taking your life into your own hands if you have this hot sausage. That's how hot it is.
There you go, there you go.
Whoa, fuck me, that's a hot sausage. Gotta be ready for that one. Oh! The thing is, they don't tell you it's not about how spicy it is on the way down, it's about how spicy it is on the way back. Mizu right now, he's the one with a back burn. Took him down with that AK. Ooh, hit with a nade though, so sliver of HP taken away from him. Considering they went into it, it were basically just Eagles, man. This could still be a terrifying round. 910's looking for a headshot. He's going to get that. That's a hell of a snapper, but still, 50 seconds. Bomb left towards spawn. 3 versus 4, can they?
Maybe. Gets a little harder as it's all up to 910, who's having a rough day at the office. Miss after miss, 5 and 10. And just not looking like the 910 we know. But HOTU, that's how they got their first round in the second half. I guess that bomb being left behind kind of cost them. Ruined the spacing, ruined the timing. And Mizu just holding on.
God, it's starting to get quite scary then really now, isn't it? 8-8 all tied up. Frontales with an AWP. Kado looking for the quick info as well, jump spot. We've seen a few weaknesses individually from the Mongols, not hitting as quick, not going by that beat of the drum as they usually do. And obviously you kind of highlighted, you know, this head-to-head Frontales versus 910. If Frontales is able to get that big second win this late into the game, maybe that will be the difference maker. Limited success from 910 with the AWP over the first flow of this one. Bit of a shuffle back around as well. They go up con side, looking for a late play on A site. Duke Fashura inside the toilets. Frontales back side by the bin. This could be messy.
Duke Fashura opening up the festivities. And the rest of the Mongols starting to go from a little individual blink from Frontales. Won't be able to get more than that. Shotgun AWPing, good for the single. But now space created on site. 910 tapping. Maybe wishing that he could have got that one down. But it's just going to be the force through the CTs. Just scrambling, flooding, and not allowing space for Mongols to play their game at all. Mizu looking to peek off the contact, and there's 2 men too many in front of the big blitz. 9 on the board. Lead grasped right back by HOTU.
Damn. Contending on this one very comfortably. Frontales with that nice adjustment shot, found the flick with the no-scope. The rest of the team picking up the pieces as well in the 1v1s there, just isolating blitz. So a 9-8 scoreline. HOTU keeping it coasting. There's no real cash flow either, of course. Can't expect them to play this one out like a gun round. Maybe just think a bit more aggressive, see if they could find weakness towards middle. 910 takes a hefty hit from the HE, but still just charging in. They know where Frontales is at least, but it baits the peak from Duke. He's good for, you'd imagine, 2 if they still keep taking the fight towards him. So the brains of HOTU chopping down Mongols now.
Big swing. Too much for Frontales to expect. We'll see if the Deagles can crack open the A site before the rotations start to come through. That smoke providing just enough cover for HOTU to almost escape successfully. It's Blitz on the front side of site, walking into the crossfire, and Norbert looking to close, but it's Duke Fashura with a huge old 4-piece feed up against the pistols. But it puts them further in the lead. Sometimes Connector is such a rough position to play, especially when you're getting collapsed on by all these pistols. But he's done such a good job to survive for long enough and deal with pressure from different directions. But the pressure now kind of on Mongol's shoulders. They're going into another gun round, but they are just struggling to get any momentum in this one. HOTU, with such a solid start, has really caught the Mongolians off. And in comes the early round pump. Just straight up short they go. Mizu looking to activate on the backside of the pillar, but the Incen forces them into the fight. And it's Blitz left in a 1v5.
Oh, Mac, it's so clean. They had the Hoover out on short, and everyone has been blown away. And now Blitz, last alive, might catch on the pre-fire, was ready for the jump spot over. They throw a flash into their own, leave him dazed and confused. You've got the pincer play in the back line from Duke Vishura. Oh, yes, there it is. He'll pick that one up. He came here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and it seems like they're running out of bubblegum, Mac, as they're getting these rounds quick smart versus Mongols.
Hard to run out of sausage to give, though. It seems abundant here on Overpass. And chat did give us their answers before as well, while we have a quick tactical, while everyone gets things sorted. Mara has a chat to the boys. People did say that they were putting their orders in for chorizo. They also said they were putting their orders in for your sausage, Jackie. What's your sausage?
Don't know, really. Suppose it depends on the day, mate. Whatever's available from the local butcher.
Yeah. I guess so. My go-to is usually a Bunnings snag, but we have no Bunnings left here. Also, for the uninitiated, Jackie, do you know what a snag is?
No, mate, go on. Is this some Aussie terms?
Yeah, well, it's colloquial Australian for a sausage.
All right.
Okay, so if I say, ooh, yeah.
Oh, you want to get your thongs on, mate? We'll throw the snags on a barbie, like.
Yes, chuck a couple of snags on the barbie, you get it.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, yeah, mate. When I get back from work, like, crack open a couple of beers, you know, we'll have some piss with the boys, get the snags on the go, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah, baby.
All right, let's cook.
Let's see if Mongols can get past this snag, though. Gonzalez ain't gonna miss that one. Techno on the receiving end. And he shows 910 how it's done. Head to head. Frontale is just barely edging out 910. But we'll see if the gas can keep the flame going. Solid setup on the B site with just two here. Mizu on off angle, and the timing a little awkward, but the AK's just raining straight through him. Senzu down. Two for each of the B members. And HOTU off to the races. A few map points to play with now.
Man, this is huge. They're looking like the George Foreman Griddleman right now, like they're cooking. These pushes answered time and time again. Great flicks. I mean, that's ironic. No weapons. Someone should have told HOTU. They brought order guns and they've been making plays to get paid as well. This is pretty rough now for the Mongols. I mean, if you want anything to stay in it, it's got to be here. Round 21 is live. And it has been so bloody clean. It's obscene the way that we've seen these AKs used from HOTU. And Norbert, back round towards the smoke monster pipe, wants to put the clip in and leave them slayed to rest one by one. They're all getting blown to bits, and it's only Blitz that remains. Minute on the clock, they try to fight him, peek in, but it's Norbin time. They lock in 13. Goodbye, Mongols. Hello, HOTU.
It is certainly Norbin time, and HOTU laying down the law against the best, the #1 team in the world, the Mongols. The best Asian team to ever do it, but maybe Overpass. But what happens is a lot of the players that play from East Russia, like if we do the Asia coverage, there'll be teams that are just full from East Russia that obviously are too far away to play in Europe, right? So they play in like the northern leagues up against the likes of like Mongols and any Korean teams that want to exist. You know, shout out to Korea one time. One day they'll come back to the mix, but for now, we're jumping into the game. The APAC Derby. Who's going to be looking the best after this one? Let's jump into Mirage.
Yeah, always intricate, always interesting. Some of the goings-ons and the heads-to-heads that we can get in these scenes here. So let's go in for another look at the story and get a taste for TheMongolz versus HOTU V2 here on Mirage. It looks like a bit of a setup from the TheMongolz side with their eyes set on B bomb site, but Norbert is there looking to defend. Has the USP in hand, clears out towards the first man. They get up close. Good for two with the backup of Duke as they're dealing damage on a bomb site. But Techno wants to create a play. Good for only one pick before the damage is done. It's all HOTU in the pistol. Smiles all round, Mac. They grab that one with ease.
Easy pickings. I thought Blitz might have been on there just wrapping around and empty, but no match for Kato. The power coming out of market just in time, and that's another pistol in the bag to set HOTU up for a solid start on the second map. A couple of Deagles brought in from the TheMongolz. And Techno, cheeky pre-fire, good crosshair placement, but no CTs in the position to receive it. Oh, 9-10. Couple of moments. We'll get that shot on the third try. I heard that's the charm. But Frontala's swift on the trade. So we'll see if anyone can manage to sneak their way into jungle. There is a weapon retrievable, but Norbert denying that positional advantage as he makes his way into ladder. It's free onto Mazinho, looking the wrong direction. And maybe more to find here.
It's all picture perfect so far, Mac. No stone unturned that's not gone their way. I mean, Techno at least gets one here. Ooh, opportunity for two if he had the quick flick up for the head on the stairs fight. But even then, would have just been a small prize inside of another guaranteed round for HOTU off the early flow into Mirage.
Crispy couple of shots to take us across to the next. And here we go. Guns online. 9-10 taking his spawn right at the front to try and peek window, but with the mid-smoke blooming nice and quickly. 9-10 able to make his way across to the tap. And it doesn't look like there's going to be any contest on mid initially. Oh, big dink. Lovely shot out of Norbert.
Oh, that's scary, dude. You thought you might have just hit that as well. It looked like he was posted for it, Mac, but ooh. Exchange of damage, both of them walking away fairly tagged. Oh, and Frontales. His eyes will be lighting up if they go for the cross on short here. Sensu needs to be rapid with a peek. A slow face into this should mean his demise. Smoke off the angle, blocks it off. Bit of paranoia now about the bleed out round from Palace as well, but they're taking more and more precedence up short.
Nice smoke break line up there from Thalers. Doesn't spot that short member. So Senzu has been placed in ladder with a regroup from the rest of the TheMongolz members in apps, disrespecting the smoke, which will allow them to cheat a little further forward. Kato dodging the flash, but a little too late to react. Norbert boosted. Does he get cleared? He'll be seen wrapping around, trying to get more damage done. He will get another on the blitz. And with 30 on the clock, there's plenty of time to get the package down. Frontalas and Mizu, 2v2 against Mazinho and Senzu. No util remaining for the T's to hold. It's just eyes on door and waiting for Mizu to activate on short, but he's not allowed to. There's the Senzu we know. And Frontalas, they know that he is over towards the market side here. High priority on keeping the AWP alive, but there's T's coming his direction and a chance to get more damage. Goes for the Deagle. Knife out. And Senzu sees him, but it's covered from behind. Mazinho guns out and gets it on the board for a first here for TheMongolz.
Damn, okay, there we go. Scary scenes on the exit. It's kind of like hold your breath moment a couple of times on those, right? But they will get it anyway. Also, Max, shout out Norbert, proving the UMP. You don't see the too often. I do love a bit of the UMP. It feels good. Quick sort of plays like that, heads up when you're on the bomb site. Good mobility.
Yeah.
Didn't expect him on a box. Ooh.
There's a good argument for it since the MP9 nerf, which sometimes feels like never happened and sometimes feels like it's definitely been nerfed. It just depends on the date.
Yeah, it is a mentality nerf, that one.
Yeah, for sure.
Just got to pretend it didn't exist.
We'll see if this round ends up working in HOTU's favor at all. Blitz. Okay, a little pre-aim, but the 2-tap on the off angle warrants Kato a chance to play with an AK. And now with that on the B site, the Mongols still push the point. It looks like they will be. And again, it was the same position, boosted up on default, but Duke Fushura going to be up there this time. Kato with the AK. To draw attention away from Duke's position. With 50 on the clock, there's plenty of time to clear out every corner. And Mongols committing to the full contact here at B. The timing might not work out for Kato, who's full committed to the bench. Oh, spots him. Eyes on. And all attention on his position. Duke Fushura, although revealing the trap plate. Not many remaining in the magazine. Gets another in the meanwhile. Starts to get a little awkward. They can feel the heat now. Cooking him. Mizu forced back over towards Market. Senzu. Here's those Deagle shots railing in from the short side, and it's Frontalis to hit that one. 9-10. Having a rough performance, but needs to try and clutch. Goes for the AK. Doesn't back himself with the scope. One bullet needed to finish off Mizu, but another could be sent back. And 9-10 gets it across the line, but at what cost?
Oh, mate, the panic on it. You could see the pre-fire even. The muscle memory there with the Glock as he was trying to spam up, tucking back into bench. Real high-octane moment there for 9-10. I mean, it got scary right there. It's starting to close in all around you. These Eagles firing off, looking like they had a fighting chance in the round. The players knew it. Wow.
Oh, okay, Norbert. Jump across the top, and we'll have the high ground on the fence. Able to spot that head crossing, lock on, and lock in to deny Blitz a chance to get his first kill yet of Mirage.
Just about a minute left on the clock here. 9-10 on the walk up towards Shaw. Oh, he saw the belly. The reaction comes just slightly too late, though. That shouldn't matter with Sensu being able to respond in kind. And 9-10, the second time of asking, does deliver onto Mizu. It's all going the way of the Mongols, and Frontales cannot hold back from the front line. Duke Fushura is done. And they get that one, looking far cleaner there. Nice aggression.
There you have it. Mongols steadying the ship and winning the 4v5 as well, which is also quite impressive. Riflers firing up. Techno landing a couple of nasty ones there. And we'll see what ends up happening here in the 6th. Only Deagles and 5.7s brought in, but we've already seen HOTU hit some crazy shots with these weapons.
Honestly, Mac, it feels like every time we've had a bit of a weird deco or a force like this, it's always been around you can give them flavor for. I think it's just the Deagle buff right now, man. Everyone's hitting heads. Let's see. Maybe Duke Fushura just does it. He like takes the head off like a can opener out mid-side.
Okay, Norbert's cooked. Molly forcing him down, and maybe he's not cooked. Maybe he's going to be the chef here. Head of the kitchen. Gets that head taken right on off. Thaler's going to be spotted there on the default angle. Techno dealt with. And the Deagles keeping everybody guessing. There's a long, elongated flank coming through from Mizu too. And the bomb is here on B. 30 seconds. And Mongols don't want to leave the vicinity just yet. Oh, lining it up. Mizu, the pressure getting a bit too much for him. And the ball gets dropped. It's a knock on.
Oh, dude, you saw it in Mizu's react as well. Like, frustrated on that one, right? It's getting to him a little bit now. That was upsetting. This was nice play, like good sequence up short, being able to isolate so many of these HOTU players. They just weren't able to peek into you proficiently. So Mongols certainly warming up. 4-2. T side of Mirage looking far, far cleaner than what we had prior.
Just having a look at the numbers. HOTU have found 4 openings already, which means they've lost 2 5v4s. So Mongols feeling more comfortable here with that never back down mentality. Mizu with A main control. Just playing the line. Techno with the stairs smoke. Jungle to follow. And it's just a basic old A site execute. Mizu, no utility to play with from under the balcony, but he's hoping Frontalis can maybe snatch a name away before he has to activate. Only one found. But the smoke's starting to dissipate, and the bomb is going back towards A main, so it hasn't been seen in the thick of things, but the numbers have been found, and Senzu has lurked his way out to B in the meanwhile. So he's called the full rotation all the way back to B. And Mongols have seen that and thought, okay, maybe that's the smarter option. 20 seconds. There's probably no going back to A at this point. So Techno a bit too far away from the action. But in comes the cross and in comes the opportunity. Senzu still holding, still waiting for that flood to the back of sight. And now he gets a chance to activate. Beautifully read and called at the mid round by Mongols.
Dude, that's wild. It's like, yeah, they read it perfectly and opt to go for the heads-up play with a wrap-off as he pushes out for info back B. But still, so tight on the timing, so crazy with some of the duels to get it over the finish line. You could see the reactions there. Boy, this isn't your standard run-of-the-mill series between these two, is it? It's been a weird one.
That's a good way to put it. And HOTU realizing, okay, this is maybe getting a bit out of hand now in the first half. So taking a tactical and just talking things out there. We'll see where we end up. And what ends up going down with the money. But it looks like it is just going to be the low buy, the equalizer. Duke for Shura. Oh, actually forces up last second. So gets that hero rifle in the mix. And I guess if plan A doesn't go according to plan, then you just save that to the next anyway. So give yourself a chance with the spawn, but that's going to be the rifle lost instantly. 910 having to spawn himself and getting to apps on a timing that HOTU did not expect.
No, great play. You love that. Play off the back of the pace, right? Run in, find that opening pick. You know what's crazy? It almost looked like 910 wanted to go back in for a re-peek off it. And then sort of second-guessed it, right? When he's like, no, I'm tagged. I've already got that opening duel. If I play passive now, it's way better. Felt like he almost wanted to, though. So good opening play initially. Let's see what more they've got for this. Obviously, hero rifle there in the hands of Norbert. Ooh, maybe a little bit of information to be garnered as well with just an edge of good timing for Mizu. He's going to flank round the back here, Mac.
Lots of flashes going through. He's called that A's open. So just as that's all gone down, they've lost window control. They've stacked the B site thinking this is where it's going to end up. And with that contact on short, Mizu keeps going the wrong direction. Instead of working on the fast flank at A, he may now have been heard as Mazinho. No, okay, knife out. Gives across an AK, which could be saved. 910. Close in the flash to force him back further. still a chance in the round. Techno going to be in a very awkward position. Kato looking to come and play and just waste all these smokes. Techno somehow still alive in the chaos. Oh, Lord, he should never be allowed to survive there. And Norbert should save. Look at the damage done to all these Ts. He wants exits, which he's going to get one of, maybe another. Oh. Creates just enough space to survive and keep the M4 into the gun round. So many of these rounds, it feels like at the end, oh, it's just kind of a nothing round, right? But you look at where the CTs were. If Techno goes down there, if he actually gets traded, like so many of these situations could still go back in HOTU's favor.
Right, it is wild. Like it's dangerously tight at any given moment in a lot of these. It was quite heads up as well. Like, by the way, Norbert's been hitting some blinders. Mechanically, he's looking really on it, especially in this map, dude. So if he keeps that up, the rest of the team starts to give him some extra stock as well. Garner a few rounds. Could be scary. Heads up call from him, like late round as well after the bomb went off. Obviously sprints straight back towards the site. Tries to see what else he could steal away and save out of it. Give them the best possible buy, going back into it now on the 9th. Let's see what TheMongolz do. It's just kind of been working. These nice like splits. They're just playing for picks. Taking a lot of good control towards middle. For HOTU, how's it going to change? Boost play, clear underpass. Maybe Blitz walks into it. Do they expect the Duke?
Finally, the boost working out. They've gone for it a couple of times, but that puts them in a very solid position, and surely they are aware of heavier presence towards the A side of things. But Techno, if he won that, that could have changed the flow of the round. The bomb still smoked off towards apartments. And a chance for the mid players to maybe play. Frontala's flashed off the line. Dislodges him just enough for just a moment. Ooh. And Senzu, a crispy one, going for the orb for some reason. And it's not going to work, but the trade game favors TheMongolz again. They get to the site, they get the bomb down. And Mizu, he is in a whole different atmosphere. Years away, but Duke for sure plays for himself, finds the first man. And it's 9-10. To try and clutch again. There's that first flick. But no chance to get that second shot off. Mizu goes for it. And gets a third in the bag for HOTU.
Bloody hell, Mac. This is kind of carnage we're seeing, right? It's going down to so many near intricacies on these rounds. Wow. Nail-biting stuff, really. Keeping it close at least and keeping us guessing. Some crazy plays, like Sensu on the run out. The first one was so nice. I'm right there with you, though. Went for the heads-up play, switched off for the AWP from the AK. Fumbled it a little bit. It all gets a bit bumpy. So 6-3. Timeout called in. TheMongolz have an opportunity to discuss where they go from here and see if they can shake it off.
Got to get it done while you can. And TheMongolz now towards breaking point. Still can warrant, you know, a rifle or two in the next. That's not what you want to rely on. Play in the present. And see what the future holds. HOTU as well. In a slight swing position. Kato. A UMP and light utility to try and hold this B site. Norbert not too far away. And as mentioned, having a pretty good game for himself. Techno with the body block. Not sure if that was heard or not. But Kato's been tossed to smoke just to try and lock in another. But there's that smoke break we were talking about before. And this time it's effective from Talas. However, the short pump is coming in just in the nick of time. And now Duke for sure needs to try to activate. None of the B-site defenses work. And TheMongolz just waltz across the top of them.
It's so clean, Mac. It's so clean. I mean, you know, start of the round's fantastic. Like Chef's Kiss, you've got Techno 4K playing a blinder inside of the apartments, just choreography of Counter-Strike. They're wasting all their nades, all of the focus on him inside of apps. So as they get up short, just collapse on the bomb site, clean kills, 9-10, even with a lovely fadeaway towards the end here. So at best, all you get is Mizu's orb save. But yeah, that's a great round. Really nicely played mechanically there.
Mongols just seemingly taking a little while to get warmed up. But once they're on, and it looks like they got the AWP. That's what we can deduct from the body language.
Seem happy, yeah. Some clapping. You'd hope, you'd hope.
I heard a little nice in there. That usually means something good happened, Jackie.
You're not wrong. And they do have the AWP on 9-10. Ooh, back to basics. Hit him with a big boots play. Man's going out for the A take.
Just straight in, realizing that HOTU's economy should be in a unfathomable position. And there you go, Norbert with the Hero M4. Going to be able to find one there, just standing through the smokes and hoping he can find someone at default, but it's a safe plant. No CT control for the T's just yet, and that's where the bomb's planted for this time. The pistols, a bit more bite to the bark this time. Mazzinho dancing around here at Firebox, hoping that someone can help him out, but he might have to do it all himself. Jumping up, jumping down, looking around, and there's no chance for 9-10 in this round. 10 seconds on the defuse. Hang on. He's running, he's open, and Duke Fashura knows that maybe he's got to fight for it. 9-10 in with a huge clutch. 1v4.
What? Man, how's he done it, dude? It felt like time was slowing down for him. Oh, that's ridiculous. They give him the 1v1s, they give him the duels, sprints up towards the site. So much time left. It was the raw defuse. And 9-10 will take it home. Shaky shots to start, but puts every step forward correctly and wins it out.
That's wild. If only there was a kit, but you never think about that going into the decos. And 9-10 fending off HOTU again. Remember that round in the second half, because it could be the difference maker in the end. Just changes the amount of room that HOTU have to breathe here. Kato going to be able to fight with Norbert for the short control, which will posture them effectively for the retake. But Norbert wants to get it done now, going very aggro to find two more, and it's Techno with not a lot of room to breathe for knocking on the door here for HOTU. As they'll just edge their way around, lurking in the deep waters. Duke Fashura going to be able to find the final kill and the defuse. Jackie, we have a game on our hands, which we need to go clean because it's time for the halftime break. Let's see if HOTU can work their way towards a 2-0 just after this.
the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. The lion gotta eat. I don't need nothing from you. I got things you never know. Hustling hard and making moves, making all my dreams come true. I don't need nothing from you. I got things you never know. Hustling hard and making moves, making all my dreams come true.
Window no scope from Senzo! No way! It's a perfect end! What is this Counter-Strike? This is madness!
And here we are then, back with the action. You can see HOTU fighting hard, tooth and nail, blood, sweat and tears versus the Mongols. But some of it's been uncomfortable. It's not been as clean as it was back on the first map of Overpass. So join us now as we delve into the sequel. Pistol round coming to you live. 2 sets of Julies for the Mongols, and it seems to be an A-pop play for HOTU.
Walking straight into the trap, it seems. We'll see if the triangular setup is going to be enough. You got one at Sandwich who's able to activate off the other's contact. Blitz looking to be the point man, just floating around in the open. It's a ticking time bomb. And with no flashes, Mongols are going to be able just to fight the whole way through. In comes the smoke, in comes the molly, and in comes the opportunity. But Mazzinho, okay. Going to be able to get a little bit of damage done, but maybe not enough. The trades answered with 3 instantaneously as HOTU will get site control. The bomb needs to be retrieved as CT control is in their hands.
Oh, Holla, here we go. He's picked up the USP. He's feeling it. Techno! Oh, emphasis on the no on that one. Goes down, and it's just Sensu left, mate. Low HP, target-rich environment. Do they really give him a look in? Couple baited shots. Time's starting to tick on it as well. No real clear pathway. If he's going to go, it's got to be soon. Drops into Sandwich. Tries to toughen up for it. But they'll find it. Frontales takes it home. Norbert with the high fives. And another round for HOTU.
USPs. Providing a lot of fun for us here on the B stream today. Let's see if Mongols can do a similar thing to what we saw earlier. Cause a cheeky upset of sorts. Zeus action. Maybe just around the corner. Norbert. He's been good at dealing with these, but let's see if the Mongolians can keep him guessing. Have the time to activate. Oh, no chance. Blitz just wanted to try and get a centimeter closer. It is, however, a 2 for 2. So still a chance for HOTU, or for Mongols rather. Okay. Tagged up. It's looking rough. And the CT control is there.
Wait a minute. Mazzinho gets into the back line, out ramp with the Galil. Senzu. Oh, wait, this is all starting to go wrong, and it's over in the blink of an eye. The Mongols will pounce, and they take that one right back. Smiles all round. Good damage done. Mate, the problem is you've got to be like pre-firing with it, but you can't like left click. You basically have to be pre-moving, you know, because you have to get right in their face. Because as soon as you get shot by the AK, the tagging slows you too much. You'll never close the distance, Mac. So if you get naded, you've got to bail on it as well. It's all about the element of surprise with those bad boys if you want to be, you know, shocking people.
There has been a few pros that are coming up with some intelligent positions to use them. That's a rough round to lose for HOTU. And it might get even rougher here. Techno, though, loses the van control. Senzu in the open makes it a 2-for-2 again. And a chance for potentially this bomb to go down. However, it's looking nice for Blitz, who's activating out the door side. And HE's getting bold in that direction, make it unwinnable for HOTU.
Oh, yes. The almonds are fully activated right now. Look, it's working perfectly. This is the Mongols we wanted to see here. Playing some blinding CS. Good mechanics, hitting some great shots, starting to warm up massively into the series. Not the same flow to things for HOTU. Zap of energy for Norbert, but still not slowing him down in the killing department. 20 to his name. Still been big there. 9-10 though. Ooh, he knows. Oh, very good adjustment shot. Bit of the body sticking out, but 9-10 turns that into a cadaver, and it looks far worse for the rest of HOTU here. Obviously, no real weapons to fight with, so if they keep this clean, they're going to be in a great spot to take this to a third map, Mac.
For sure. Economy working for him, shots working for him for the most part. Yep, Senzu finishes off that awkward situation in the apartments. And Mizu, no idea where to aim his crosshair. Okay, glocking it up for one. Bit of damage on a Senzu. But nature seems to be healing as the best team in the world are looking to lock in their first map of Stage 2. Guys, we got a little bit of time left here, especially with the tactical. So can you guys let me know in chat? Type 1 if you think Mongols are the best team in the world. Or type LOL if you think it's a joke. One extreme or the other, please. Thank you. Also, did those guys that were tardy, did they turn up yet?
No, not well. Most of them, mate. They're just not even turning up. Like they don't even care. You know what I mean? They're not here. It's silly. It's a great game. We've been putting a great game on for them, and they're just not even here, Mac. But there's loads of other people that are learning. So you would just don't even worry about it. Like forget them. You know what I mean? Don't let them get you down, buddy.
Never let them get you down. Don't let the haters get you down, Jackie.
You're getting your answers to your poll. Oh, mate! Frontales don't give a damn. He's not reading any of that. Kano! Bullet straight to the face of Blitz. Christ, that was a quick round, dude.
That's what they want. Bloody hell. He's looking to turn it back on before it gets a little too late. These shots, Frontales. Boom, boom. Bloody boom. And straight through the A site they go. So there we go. A much needed round. Just to prove to themselves that they can do it here on the T side. Let's see if Mongols change anything up. They just keep it much more passive. Duke Freshura. Already sneaking his way towards Con, and there's no one here to control it. Not yet, anyway. Blitz going to be flashed off as it's a faster approach to the A side. Oh, defenders just get burnt to shreds. Mazinho. The spray not working as intended. Reset to factory settings. And all the Mongols members making a world of noise towards CT there. Duke Freshura picking his fight perfectly, although he's got info that they're making their way back in from CT.
Oh, damn. The potential timeline on that one, Mac, you could feel it coming. The walk up round the back, spray down, throw the clip in at AK, leave them all laid out on a DECK. But they're exiting together, and Duke Fishura still wants to deal damage. Sensu's head lopped off. Techno 4K laid to rest. 910 not going to be saving the orb. Or maybe he will. Quick shot back, runs into Mizu. And the answer is still the same. A denied save. HOTU with another round. Bit of energy back. And some smiles there on Norbert.
Yeah. I did check the answers to the poll. It feels like it was a bit split down the middle, honestly. Like, there were a lot of lollers.
Yeah.
There was a lot of
oneers.
Ones in the chat too, but I was just paying attention. Mazinho with the desk slam himself. We've already had casualties today from these desk slams.
Yeah, please.
All right, there has been mice replaced. There has been 150-gram replacement mice used on the B stream. That's like 3 times the weight of a normal Superlight these days, boys. Come on.
Man,
careful where you slam those fists.
If you break your own mouse, you know, you're liable to it. They're going to bust out the Intelli mouse. Give me the ball mouse. Duke for sure doesn't give a damn, though. He could do it with a ball mouse in a cold night in Trent. Look at him. He's out popping off, dude. Man's got 2 entries. Looking to keep this one going.
Beautiful space created towards 8. And it should be an 8th. Secured. M4 retrieved. Duke Fishura looking for that USP, but they don't expect Kato. In behind enemy lines, it's free. Well, technically it's 2 or free.
Absolute Kato. It's like cinema, but not really.
Yeah, almost exactly the same thing. If you could get that one worked up in a little emote, you know, we'll get that in the chat for you guys.
Yeah, sorry about that. Just looked like a similar word, dude. It was good, you know. Kino, Kato. I don't know.
Hoping that the numbers are in his favor, but this time the numbers are looking to fight for the W. Senzu going hard at mid, and Duke Fishura just says no. The bodyguard denying any entry into the round. And with that, things slowing right back down. HOTU in pole position to find a 9th.
Yeah, this is sick right now. Okay, then. Keep in mind as well, right? They won the first map. They're 1 map up in this series. And looking like they're going to be able to potentially try 2-0 versus the Mongols, the #1 team in the world, the Mongols. The beasts that they can be. But right now, you still got to take them down here on Mirage. The reality check is we're in round 20 and Blitz has hit. A cracking shot back on Mizu. Space made, 50 seconds on the timer. The bomb wrapping back towards the A site, but 910 defends. Doesn't need the AWP. He's cripped with the A1S. It's getting a bit awkward on B, but Kato will find it. Techno from range, wielding the MP9, and they're doubling back to B once again.
What a mess. What a messy old round. Molly buys time towards market. And Kato, he can hear this jump across to short. Nade in the meanwhile, MP9 at range. Should never win that fight, and it won't. History going in HOTU's favor this time. Let's see if they can continue this tirade back into the game. It looked like it was going to be a bit of a flop. Mirage, after the half, looked like it was Mongols to take. But they're feeling the pressure again.
Oh, it's scary now. That's where it gets all too real, right? You got to deal with this. Couple rounds away from closing the gap. Obviously, Mongols' money coming down to its knees now. Very close. Oh, it's an aggressive step up. Norbert's going to be looking for tiptoes. He's going to be looking for the ends of their feet here, Mac.
Not aware how close danger is lurking. Although he will be when they go audible. No sound cut. And Norbert up on the raft. They're going to be cleared out. Mazinho fighting for the AK. And they're going to toss those across. A site now, maybe not on the menu. But HOTU up con. They will walk into the AK. Blitz transitioning back towards default, but it's an attempt at the boost up and an awkward timing. Mizzine, you're going to be spotted. 9-10 recycling. And a 12th could be found here, but we're still playing Counter-Strike.
Oh, Frontales into the back line. Duke Vashura with the assist gives them the guarantee as Frontales will hit the headshot. 9-10 drops. And suddenly the stock that they had in the round is rapidly going down the pan. It's just Techno 4K left. Ooh, 5-7 on the swing. Couple of taps, he's good for the tag, but no frag found. 11-10. They are now inches away from tying up the game. And the Mongols are forced into another timeout. Mate, there were still moments, like some of the shots keep you guessing, but not meant to be. Great turnaround. Frontales giving us some good stock.
Yeah, when they were in the 2v4, I thought it was almost all over. But Mongols just disregarding the fact that there was space for that smoke to be played around. Just getting caught in the sauce, lost in the moment. And HOTU dragging their way back into the game. Looking to take down the top VRS team in the world at this present moment.
You've got to put some emphasis on it, Mac. You know, you've got to give them some credence. The goddamn Mongols! A legendary team! The kings that they are! The five that ride together! The Mongols!
Right, I like it. Yeah, save that one for later, just in case they do win.
All right, dude.
Yep.
I'll put it on the
Victory
soundboard.
speech.
Yeah. Blitz, though. He's cooking. Nitros down towards the mid lane there. Set things on fire. Underpass. Stop them pushing up. Ooh, HE on top.
Let's see how Mongols answer this. Smoke it con, Blitz disrespecting. We'll go in on top of the box, hoping to catch a lurker, which I thought could have been under his view model. They find the angle. Frontale is going to be able to activate for one, and Duke Vashura trades. 3v3, and the B site under fire, but Duke Vashura cut down on short means it's a one-pronged approach, and Techno's mole lead into the open. Kato down, but it's Norbert to try and save the day.
He's probably got a decent chance of it, but they're quick with the space that's being created. It's a good plant for him. Norbert on the peak, isolates the 1v1. 9-10 though. He's got his eyes on the prize. Up through short, quick, good read. Reaction shot delivers. It could have been tied. 11-11. Norbert was the man to do it, but 9-10 takes them to match point here on Mirage, Mac.
Oh, 2 to play with. OT at least secured to give them more time to get that done. That was a nasty little tight shot.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a hard read. He made noise already over towards market before rotating to double up on short. Norbert thought he was in with that one. Crispy shot onto the first player, but just not expecting 9-10 to double up. Now 9-10, or Blitz rather, trying to make this move, and it's just a spray down. Senzu finding that blind. A rough way for this one to start for HOTU as they wanted to try and make the comeback successful. We'll see if the A site is ready for what's coming this direction. Norbert making noise, just looking to draw attention away from the window boost that has started to make a move. That's Mizu right in behind enemy lines. So deep. But Blitz is walking over here, gun out, and has an inkling, but it's cleared. 9-10 going back. They read it so damn well. The pressure on the app side at least dealt with, and the bomb starting to make its way towards B. Only Techno here with just an MP9. That's because they only lived with one alive in the previous, and their money's in a horrible way. Frontales, his scope surely heard on short. but walking out into the open, Techno, not told of the danger that's looming. And Blitz, he's got Norbert locked into the kitchen. Things getting real awkward with 30 on the clock.
He wants him to face him. He wants him to peek. Just trying to pre-fire on the angle. Meanwhile, 910 gets taken down. And Blitz loses his lips. Mzinho, though, with it all to do. Frontales, close range angle, wielding the orb. He's got a crossfire setup. It's a good hit, Mzinho. Oh, a magnificent clutch. Incredible precision with the AK. And a hell of a way to close it. That is showmanship from the Mongols.
Whoa, the youngster doing such a good job, playing above his years for sure, and once more, keeping Mongols in this series.
Sunday, we've got Mongols.
Coming to a theater near you, the Mongols taking on the underdogs of Asia, but who will come out on top?
It's just, it kind of turned to barking towards the end there. It did lose it a little bit. But yeah, not bad, dude. Look, not bad. We're here. We're ready. Oh, that's our expanded budget for this season. We've got 700 different casters that are all AI generated. And Matt can switch between them at any given moment. So neither of us are actually real, by the way. Oh, and neither's 910 or Mzinho. They've been deleted instantly. This map pistol already looking spicy. Duke Fashura, though. This guy loves to kick ass. Let's see if he can do it here. Frontales assisting from the sideline. It's not looking good for the Mongols this time, Mac. It could be a flawless pistol round with HOTU looking hot.
Looking to make their way out of Donut. And up to a safer position, Kato. Incredibly tucked there, and it will be a later rotation towards B. It doesn't seem like he's heard that, Norbert, 1 point of health to hold. Like one bullet and he is just straight on out of here. Senzu doing just that. Finding the head of Frontales, and this is a 2v5 that you should never win. You should never win as Mongols, but Senzu's put his best pants on. And he's looking to show the fashion show here. Techno almost does the rest. Woo! Unlosable, Jackie, unlosable.
Yeah, getting scary down to the wire there. Thought he had it, man. It was looking good for the stock on the peak back. But hey, considering how clean of a start into this it was for HOTU, nice to see at least them rocked and kept close.
Sorry, we've been doing the voices, right? And I'm sure this is probably a bit chaotic. Someone in chat was just like, hell nah, these shrooms was deadly. So, unfortunate timing for you, mate. Unfortunate.
Not bad, dude. Get yourself some water, sit down, get like a blanket or something. I don't know. Chill out. It's fine. Some great games. We've got some great games. Don't even stress. We'll keep it calm. We'll do like one chill. We'll do one chill round, Mac. All right, let's wind it in for that guy. Yeah, obviously round 2 right now. It's going to be a chill, nice, calm vibe to this. I'm imagining there probably will be some killing, some shooting, maybe some explosions, but you don't have to worry about that. You haven't got to think
We'll
about
refer to them
that.
as eliminations as well, just so there's not
let's
actually
keep
any
it soft.
death.
Yeah, let's keep it soft. Like, yeah, it's gonna be nap time for a few of these players in a couple moments. It's gonna be off to Betty buys with the bullets.
His life will be put on cooldown for the moment. Ooh. Paintball's getting shot at mid. And good timing on the smoke block just to slow things down, chill things out for everyone involved.
Nice, mellow, refreshing round. We'd like you to take a moment to think inwardly, breathe in, inhale, exhale. Let some sunlight into your room in this moment and think some nice, relaxing thoughts. Here comes the site take. Obviously, as time progresses, they're going to try and get into that bomb site. But Mizu, he'll want to deny it. Unfortunately for him, he's gone.
Yeah, A-site defense leaving something to be desired. Kato trying to activate on the flank, but with 30 seconds, they're going to try to force this one. And Duke Fashura making it happen from Brokey. Frontales on the backside again. Just looking to pincer this one in. Bomb plant gets secured. And the head of Duke Fashura taken out of the equation. There is a big chance here, but the flash is just going to be tanked. He stared right into the sun on that one. And his eyesight gets done because of it.
Right back to the demons.
Yeah, there we are. It does sound like you've got a massive, like, well in your room or something, you know? The Mac well. Let's have a look inside the Mac well. Who's down there today?
Oh, it's me! Fred! Hey! How we all doing?
Fucking hell. Right, I didn't expect that. Jesus, that's what you've thrown at me. Well, there he is. What a great guest appearance on the cast. What do you think this round's going to end up like?
Oh, who knows? Not Fred.
No, never again.
You didn't like that one.
Oh, Christ.
Right, we'll have a break. We'll have a break from the voices. Look, we were just getting a bit jealous that the mainstream has that tricast going on, and there's just the two of us. So I needed to, jump into a few different people. Got my split impression,
Yeah, no, fair enough. To be fair, between the both of us, we've invented quite a few characters so far this season, so we've been covering it. The talent roster expands, but the chance of winning this round might be quite the contrast for Frentales. He's going to get through the smoke. Techno finds that one, Mac.
Just in the nick of time. Oh, and I think a shoulder has been seen. Yep, there you go, Techno. Advanced angle, and will find the head of Kato and take the ship to more steady waters. Norbert, 1v4 angle. Is full locked in, but I don't think there's going to be anyone heading his direction. The Mongols wiser than that. And he's got this Kevlar to at least potentially save to the next. He got the 5-7. There's a chance for some extra damage. In position known. Has been told to the rest of the troops as Blitz is thinking about looking for it, but everyone will live off the explosion. And, ooh, the vibe is looking to change completely. You can see Mongols. Smiles, not necessarily all around, but Techno's just doing the smiling for everyone.
Yeah, this doesn't look too much like a smile, but that's okay. 2-1. Third map then. All to play for here so far. No real cash to work with, obviously. You ain't going to be able to buy back into it, so can't really play this like an actual rifle round. Norbert with the 5-7. Maybe they do just try to push out, get ramp control. You'd be walking into Technos, holding close. Tucks in behind a box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucky to be alive there. Well, the stack is on the right side of the map. And Norbert, in the meanwhile, the only one with an upgraded pistol, is going to try to flank as fast as possible and may be able to find someone here. And Mazinho looks the wrong direction at mid, but everyone dies towards the B side of things. As Norbert's position is now known, Kato has an AK and an off angle to play with, but he doesn't get the shot off in time. Norbert, an AK of his own. Okay, back to the 1v1 and gets it done. HOTU winning the Eco Mega LOL.
Hey, there we go. They're giving it now. HOTU. HOT hot underscore. They're bringing it back, mate. Norbert getting into a groove as well. Early doors in the third and final map. That's exactly what you want to see. Love for this one to go right down to the bitter end. So let's stay locked into it. Round 5's live. We're all tied up here. Orc by to play with. Frontales with 1, 9-10 with the counterpart. This was a big head-to-head we were discussing, and with the angle advantage, he peeks in and strikes down against the spear of the Mongols. Blitz forced to pick the weapon back up with half his HP taken away. And the Mongols already on their back foot, it seems. Oh, look at this POV. We are the gun. We are the scope. I'm looking in.
Well, unrealistic. Couldn't actually see through it. Valve might need to fix that one up. Cost us a few more FPS. Think about it. Good placement on the HE. Although Kato going wide, dodging the trap. And with the man advantage, HOTU not too committed to any part of the map.
That transition was sick.
Ooh. Things going from bad to worse for the Mongolians as Norbert stands and delivers. They know Blitz is hanging around as well. They heard that AWP fire off. And it's game time.
Yeah, blitz time at this point then, I guess. Try to see if you can hold on. Keep the gun alive. Well, not really the gun. You know, the gun's not sentient, is it, I suppose? More if he can keep himself alive to carry the gun on into the next, like, inheritance. Because, you know, if you had sentient guns, CS would probably be quite a different game, really, there, Mac. Just food for thought, eh?
Counter-terrorists win.
Look, for me, it's all food, not much thought going on. We've covered that over the last couple of weeks.
Well, we had quite a few tasty nibbles in this round, mate, I'll tell you that. There were some offerings from the Mongols, some morsels given to the AWP towards the A site. It was a clean pickup. Frontales has been really giving us a lot to be excited about. God, then, right, 3-2, slight lead. Bit of a reinvestment. You got Blitz, obviously, that saved AWP. Can he make a play? Anti-flash out mid?
Let's find out together. Contact off the back of this. Not a single flash as Mongols just going to creep behind the leader. It really is a follow the leader type beat this round. Although Blitz makes some noise jumping up to heaven. Peeking on the high side. Won't get the shot he's looking for. And Duke for sure. It's easy pickings on the rest of the Glocky boys. Dink onto him. Allowing Kato to activate, although that's a rifle retrievable. Sends you with an AWP in hand, gets the no scope at close range, and expects more aggression down ramp side. All of a sudden, HOTU thinking, okay, we're in a precarious spot. And Mizu's position had been seen at Donut, so that's the one read on the one player that they know about. Frontales worried about the cave aggression, so we'll just fall back and reinforce that B site. As Mongols play the clock. Flash was good.
I mean, it still gives him
Frontales
space.
lets him in the back lines. Okay, things going to get real awkward real quick.
I mean, you've got up towards site. Donut's still in play, though. It's Mizu. I mean, 20 seconds now. It's getting even more awkward. They try to just go headstrong, get the bomb down, pre-fire into the box, but it doesn't line up. They will, though. Mzinho turns it into the 1v1. Peaks Frontales. Tag, but no kill. He's so low. AWP versus AWP. It would be the 4K for Mzinho, but the missed shot on the quick peek. Frontales secures it. Oh, that is a bitter pill to swallow, Mac.
Hits him with the wide swing. The follow the leader strategy looking like it should be easy pickings there at mid, but a couple of Glock shots, a couple of nice AWP ones. And Mzinho finding a lineup, almost making that work for the goals, but hell to play for now. It's a 2-round lead and more potentially to follow here for HOTU.
Wow. Sensu tries to get respect back for the team instantly. Oh, Sensu! That is clean. Even looking for another one here. Kado, close cave, spelunking. Will be able to boulder his way through Sensu. Blitz quite low on the angle, but they'll play off one another. You've got B-site control and Finn the herd massively. It's only Mizu left. Quick switch over to the AK. Blitz on the bomb site, but back up quite far away. At least Red Room might spot it.
No, not just yet. A third on the horizon. Should be completed in a moment. And the the AWP will be retrieved for Frontalas to keep on playing. If it's allowed to be saved here. Main approach from 910, who's after the tool himself. Ooh, jumping, awkward angle. And Mizu escapes the danger around the corner from the goals. So there we have it. Mongols find a third. Back onto the guns and just getting some huge entries. Thanks to Senzu for that mid control. Making the rest of the round seem that much easier. And HOTU's money is in a rough way. They're going to be taking a couple of loans to try to get a full buy out here.
Yeah, getting to them a little bit more as well. On the mentality side, you can see it looks like it's getting under their skin slightly with some of the reactions. But hey, still all to play for. Early doors in this third map. 4-3 being the scoreline. Potentially a bit of a pacier grouped play from the Mongols on their T side, with all rifles being brought out on parade. Orb still there for Frontales though. A little bit of utility investment from either side at mid. Looking to see if you can peek in. Senzu was great in the prior round for the openings. Duke for sure. Taking a lot of chip damage. Smoke's going to be fading soon as well. He's allowed to get dangerously close on this. Oh, wants to find that kill. Does get it, but low on health because of the damage taken. Mac uses that utility back into red as well, buying a bit of time.
Many CTs still interested in retaking mid off the back of the pick. Norbert just poking his head right back in. Now we've got that 3v3. B-side's been lost in the meanwhile. Mazzinho looking to lock down long, but Frontales again. Big damage done with the AVP, and Techno has no shot in the 1v3. The clutch gene just not there this time as HOTU maintain the lead.
Yeah, that was good. Real clinical stuff on the repeats, man. Quick shots, right? Just taking their fights, running in. Even if they're looking a little bit tired outside the server, they're certainly not in-game. Matching the pace. If Mongols try and go for a fast play, they'll respond in kind.
Yeah. HOTU just seem to be one of those teams that are so good at knowing when to hit the go button. And all just going together. Explosive on the retake at mid, and then the retake on B. Not leaving Mongols a chance to transition into post-plant positions. And now that leaves them with this. An 8K, 2 Galils, Mac 10 in the dig. A little bit of util. But where do they go? Okay, nading T-ramp, that's a new approach.
Rightio then. Exchange your nades back inside of cave. Dodo going to be blocked off as well. Heavy grouping on B. It's only really Mizu that's left up to the task if they come a knocking on a rat back on A sides. Could go through their own smoke though. There is at least a push on the extremities at just the right time, so the CTs get info that this is a bit of a shenanigan setup, that they are going fast A. Mizu good with a read. Oh, attention turned between two angles, but couldn't quite take down another one. Duke for sure, guaranteeing that versus Mzinho, and the utility is good to crack open the sight. This man does not stop. The Duke's looking good for it, and suddenly it's only 9-10 left. Trapped, smoked off with a deagle. Down and out to Gadeo, and that's the round gone. HOTU, keep on building, Mac.
Getting the job done step by step. I think there needs to be, some compliments just to Senzu for at least living behind default for so long. Those bullets coming every which way. Pulled his best Matrix impression to dodge them for as long as possible. They just need to start landing a few more shots. And it's faster towards the B site this time. One red smoke. Are they going all in? Not up ramp initially. They will respect the incense. With that block towards Cave. Ooh, big damage from the HE. It's the pop, the flashes, but the spray from Norbert only able to find one pick, not expecting that swing on the meanwhile. And that Cave smoke denying a lot of vision, but it's the long wrap that they're after. Blitz with the AK going to be able to keep on finding the damage that they're looking for. 1v3 angle as Kato makes it a little bit hectic, going straight in and out of the smokes, looking for the Cave control. Mazzinho looking the wrong direction, but the USP can't find him. Oh, Lord. Blink and you'll miss that one.
Yeah, dudes. Some madness here. Scenes on scenes, lots of crazy plays being made to keep this one a bit of a guesser at times with who's going to be able to get it over. But 6-4. That pause being used, opportunities to talk. Wet shoes here.
Yeah. We got a question from the community too. Someone said, who is the IGL on HOTU? It is Duke Fishura. He was playing for a while. I think he ended up coaching GR Gaming for a little while there, which is it's one of the East Russian teams that's in like the Challenger League and has been for a fair few seasons. So he was coaching them, but he's back on the tools, back in the server, been playing for a few months now, bringing the extra knowledge from coaching back into the IGL role. But it's not just IGLing, right? You've seen what he can do. He's been farming a couple of rounds this game.
Mm-hmm. No, the Duke is a bit of a king at times. You know, he can live up to the mantra, so hopefully we get to see a bit more of that. It'd be the right time for it. It's anyone's game. Oh, Mizu, full blind sprints in, cleaves the head off of Blitz. So that's your first pick. There's your second. Okay. Oof. The eyes of HOTU must be lighting up right now, Mac. This is the dream start. And they even throw the crosshair of 910 off angle. Norbert knows about this ramp run-up.
Oh, and he's going to go toe-to-toe with them. Swinging blindly, wildly at that smoke. Won't get too much more damage done, but it's the activation from Duke Fishura. More pressure from heaven. Oh, and Norbert baited by the little cheeks he sees just going around the corner. And Mazzinho looking to save the day again, or at least attempt to. Smoke on long. Wait for that to bloom. Frontalis respecting it. And Mazzinho finding the isolated fight onto Duke Fishura. One at long, one more Cave, which was unexpected as Kato sprays and hopes to find 910 with a Glock in hand. That gets the job done for the first. He knows the position of one of the two remaining CTs. Noise made it long, and again, just tapping and waiting, and now knows exactly where the HOTU members are playing from. Mizu lets him slip the wickets. Over to short he goes as Frontalis tries to isolate. And 910 will make his way to A if he crosses that line, which he will. Okay, clutchable.
But it certainly doesn't get any easier. Look at the timing on the peak. They're close towards CT. They try to jiggle out the face. 910 with one. Oh, steps under the barrel. Mizu point blank poised with the AK. And HOTU do get 7. It was nice rotate. I mean, heads up call, Mac, you know, saw that pathway, got back through CT, last second plant, but they overwhelm him in the 2v1.
Inches in so many of these rounds as well, just coming down to these 1v1s, 2v1s. And it feels like no one this half has been able to get a stranglehold on their own economy. Like, look at this. Breaking point again. Whoever wins this one, unfortunately, won't be breaking any economy. It is last round of the half, but theoretically would have been a more important round. 5, though, on the T side can set you up for success in that second half, and that's what Mongols are looking for. Blitz demolished by that HE. Straight down to 40. The stack doing work, and now lane control is what HOTU are after. Eyes on the prize, 910, just blindly firing. We'll find Duke Fishura there. And with the opening, let's see if a 5th gets converted.
Peek in with the Famos. It's good damage back. Techno, though, keeps them honest. Oh, Norbert on the walk down. Able to find a bit of a read in the round, but can't get as much as he might have been able to be postured for. I mean, you're looking at a 3v2 here with just under a minute on the clock. Kadeo walking back out from cave side. Window of opportunity to find Sensu. He's got to grab that AK. Meanwhile, the presence being made in through Donut. It's so uncomfortable on the peaks. They're going to be able to plant this bomb, you'd imagine. And this elongated fight for lane, still awkwardly back and forth. Frontales in CT. He'll take the first contact. That's the bomb planter down. He gets both of the picks maxed. He's so far away. He could just defuse and take it right here.
We thought Senzu was buying time for Kato to not rotate, but instead it bites back and Frontales saves the day. 8 in the first half for HOTU, set up for success in the second.
Here's another hot one. Watch it. Run it back.
A shame, think something new under the sun. You can't take back them things you already done. No. You blame things that you do on somebody else. No. But they all see is you need help. Oh, but still you try so hard to cover up your games. You try so hard, hoping that one day something gon' change. You waste all of your time covering up your tracks. Spend all your days running away. Now you gotta watch your back, and that's the facts. You spend so much of your life scheming and trying to get over. Got you wondering why you come around. All you get is cold shoulder. Yeah. You try so hard to cover up your games. You try so hard, hoping that one day something gon' change.
The ball lies in the middle of the court, and we don't know who's going to be the first to get onto it, but we need a whole second half of Ancient to find the difference between these two. The underdog of the Asian scene coming through the qualifier and showing us that they are not just onliners, doing huge work in stage 1 last week and getting that taste for LAN again. A roster bringing in Norbert, who's been a heavy hitter for a long time. And that experience seems to be going a long way. Opening found, and the CT's now pound for pound in a rougher position, trying to grasp onto the cave control, but I don't know if that's going to work. Not with 2 taps coming through like that. 3v5 to try and play retake.
Shaky Zines. If the Mongols wanted a big pistol, this is not the way to start it. Perhaps this is how you salvage it, though. 9-10. Only good for 1. And the longer it goes on, the harder of a clutch it is left on Mzinio's plate in the 1v4. Peeks in, doesn't even get a look at the round. Instant tap to the face, it's done. Nail in the coffin. That pistol's big.
We've had a couple of casualties on the B stream already. Inner Circle, a Mouse, and maybe Mongols are the next up. The Surgeon needs to see. Let's see if HOTU can convert. Only USPs on the other side. What could possibly go wrong? There's only 4 little default pistols standing in their way here. Ooh. It's nothing. Light work. Lightweight, baby.
Oh, yes. Put an extra plate on it. As it's gone well for them. Hang on, though. Couldn't this be a little bit more shocking? Come on. Blitz. He's waiting for it. He's anticipating it. You can feel the power of Zeus tingling through his very bones. His blood right now is simply electric, Mac. He has the volts inside him. But it's all gone wrong.
This time at least got the shot off.
Yeah, he tried.
Earlier in Mirage, didn't even get that far. NT, respect for the attempt. 6 rounds the gap as Mongols move into their first gun round. Rifles for everyone, no AWP yet for 910. Light on the util. And with the bonus, we are going to see something faster for HOTU. Over towards B. Nice HE placement to do big damage on a Duke Fissura, who was looking to open things up, but Senzu in the meanwhile going to be spammed up to 36. With that wallbang attempt, Norbert as well towards the top of the ramp, and the flashes starting to rain on through, but he's going to be caught with util at the front of the pack, and that's not what you want to see. If you're a HOTU fan, it's Mongols to hit back with 3 out of nowhere.
Yeah, clap back the reality here. Suddenly the gravity feeling a whole lot heavier for both of these two teams, specifically for HOTU, with only Duke Fissura and Frontales left to play with. Put Frontales up on the boost. He's going to peek out, see if he can catch the sightline onto Senzu. Meanwhile, Duke testing the waters, wants to kick the door down and push up ramp side. It's a costly opener, 1-for-1 trays, and nothing more to be garnered from the round. 10-5, Mongols half away from tying it back up.
I think the impressive thing for me with both these teams, right, is you know that Mongols play like regularly from Mongolia on 100 ping, more than 100 ping, whatever it is from there, on the Russian servers. And then you've got the HOTU boys who are similarly, you know, a lot are from over towards East Russia. It's like training weights, right? You're constantly playing online in an unfavorable environment on incredibly high ping. And then you come to LAN, it's just like dropping the weights off. You feel like Goku, you know, straight out of the hyperbolic time chamber.
Exactly, dude. You get all that extra training in. Suddenly your brain's not anticipating for the extra delay, the extra lag, the uncomfortable nature of it. You're just playing your best CS and popping off. Results in some crazy quick shots. I mean, it's looking a little bit more tempered at least, right? You know, weathered round for HOTU. You've taken a lot of chip damage. Ooh, it gets even worse. Meaty connections with those HEs.
Big damage. The boys are still certainly alive and kicking. 2 smokes, couple of flashes, and a molly to go for the full B-side execute, and Mongols still have 3 players here. 9-10. In what could have been a solid position, but it gets smoked off with a well-placed couple of bits of util. He goes forward into the molly. Senzu mopped up as well. It's a 2-for-2. No cave control just yet, but a big late lurk from Duke Fissura could change the narrative of the round. However, it's going to be Frontales fighting for himself, and Duke is too far away this time. Techno saving the day with a flood onto site to deny the plant and deny another. Mongols, they can smell a comeback.
Yeah, reeks of it. reeks of it right now. 4 rounds away, getting close to being able to bring this back to a nice tight position and give us a hell of a back and forth here. We wanted this third map to be a banger, and it seems like maybe that's starting to warm up. The Mongols hitting their shots. Techno, it's great play. And obviously only a couple of rounds away though from this still being the overall victory for the HOTU squad. So keep your fingertips on it. Stay on the pulse of this one. 6-10. Timeout going to be called in. 1 remaining in the back pocket for HOTU. If they need an opportunity to discuss things, try not to tunnel vision. Are you more of a MGLZ or a HOTU, Mac?
At the moment, I'm just existing in the universe.
That's fair.
We have had a request for some, what are you talking about? Some other great sassy quotes.
Hey, you couldn't. Why are you losing to HOTU, mate?
You're still amazing.
Oh, Mongols, mate. You got rank 1 on the VRS. What are you doing, mate? Got to win on Mirage, making green out, mate. Blitz trying his best. He's got the flashbang, mate.
I think this round is summed up perfectly by one of the better quotes. There's a lot going on out there, mate. Tell you what, you and I are just a little speck compared to what's going on out there, but don't worry, mate. No matter how small or insignificant that might make you feel, you're still amazing. Blocks, insignificant, but powerful if you embrace it.
You've just got to believe in yourself. And MZDO, he'll do just that. As the Mongols' memory is filled with clips of sassy. It's sassy gameplay from Duke on the server, but he's only good for 1. The ratings weren't enough to give him another season there, as he'll go down and the Mongols are starting to come up.
Good to have Sassy in as the caster for the rounds.
Yeah, it's bad. We got a great Australian cast coming up. You know, Kylie Minogue's going to be on soon. We got Auntie Donna up next as well. So stay locked here, guys.
Hugh Jackman, not too far away.
Yeah, that huge jacked man. I don't know who he is, but he's standing there. I think his name's Mac.
It was Loba, actually.
Oh, yeah, sorry, my bad.
One of the community favourites.
I should have adjusted my glasses, my contact lens. I should have known.
Should I? Look, it's easy to get us mixed up. Let's not get caught up in the sauce, though. As HOTU are looking to go for a full XE on the A side of things. Only Mazinho here with Blitz just a call away. But a long rotation for the other 3 Mongolians. Here comes the util. Where are we smoking? Donut, CT, Molly on the big box. But it's default they got to worry about. Mazinho keeps on hitting, but he's been headshot himself down to 10. Keeps on fighting, but he's got a friend. That's Blitz making his way through for 2. And the numbers game is going to be won by Mongols unless they lose to shots like that. But it's Frontalas, the clutch man, who's got a bit of space to play with, still a smoke in the way, 20's on the clock. There is no way you go B. There is no way. There is no world. And he won't need to.
He shot him in the face, Mac. 1 more left to deal with. It goes down to the 1v1 versus Techno. He's still going to punch those digits in, and Techno knows this! Wanted to close the gap. Spam through the box is good. Oh, shaky hands. They're close to an 11th, but the Mongols will save it and at least move on to 8 for now.
Crikey. We keep on getting
Indeed.
closer. Again, another 1v1. What's that? That's probably like the 5th or the 6th this series. Not this series, this map.
Yeah. He's been coming down to it, dude. All sorts of wrangling, you know? The crocodile plays. It's been a right ripper, Mac, I tell you. Cool. No dramas on this one, buddy.
We'll see if HOTU can deal with the drama themselves, because they're not in a very good position. Duke for sure, the hero AK, looking to crack open the middle of a map, but instantly flashed off, wins that fight, and has another to find, but he's not worried about heaven, and that might be his downfall. A site's been taken and went straight into the post plant. Blink and you'll miss it. But this A site is incredibly easy to retake. There's that contact, Mizu trying to swing off of it, and things get even awkwarder. As now they lose that temple control, Frontalas need to know exactly where to go. And Norbert with the donut presence reveals that there's no one there. It's Frontalas who's got to worry about a big flank coming through, but it's Norbert in the 1v4, tucked away on site. Smoked off Molly and forced into the open, but there is plenty of time to defuse. They get it done in the end. It's methodical, and it works out perfectly, but there were moments where you could have seen that swing in HOTU's favor.
No, exactly, bro. Coming down to the wire in a few of these instances, but winning them is all you're really going to give a damn about. Just keep this going, close the distance, get the scoreline tied up. Mongols do not want to lose this series, and with one round between them, it's far, far more achievable now. We'll stick with it though. Round 20 going live. Orp in the hands of 910 and Frontales. That's been a difference-making head-to-head, time in, time out for both of these two teams. Mid-control. Ooh, tempered aggression. But Duke Fishura, tucked in elbow, sees the head of Blitz, and Techno's baited to fight ramp. The flick off, not ready. Oh, Norbert catches him sleeping at the wheel, and now Senzu's got to do something sensational, and he cannot. Goes down, mate. It's over. Egg on the face, Mac.
But there is a little bit of cash in the back pocket. And Mazinho was still thinking about going for it, but now the AWP is way too precious to lose. And 910 will try to carry that across to the next, investing in the future. Spots those little water particles, but misses the opportunity. Kato jumping across the line. Feeling fine for another. And that's going to be 4 rifles taken into the next. Mongol straight into a tactical.
They're Norbin all over you right now. Well, they're duking, actually. They're big duking.
Norbin time.
Yeah, it definitely is. Hey, it's not over yet, though. Timeout called in. Mongols couple rounds behind. Series point looming for HOTU. Depth-defying scenes, Mac. All still to play for.
Weird happenings. But still getting closer to the goal. And getting closer to keep on winning and maintaining the win streak that they've managed to make through stage 1. And looking to do the same here in stage 2 with what would be a catastrophic upset. Everyone picking Mongols going into this as HOTU disrespect the Molly. Frontalas handing the AWP across. And the winds of change are here.
And it's certainly blowing in the favour of Mongols. Gale force gusts. And HOTU coming unstuck. Sensu looking to try strike him with a Wu-Tang style, but couldn't protect his neck. They swarm onto the bomb site like the killer bees. Norbert back at the site, hits it again as Blitz is down. So it's still a viable 3v3, but quick thinking from Mazinho. Gets the crosshair in the right spot, but his teammates, they're falling quickly. Savage scenes. HOTU inches away now from getting match point here. And Techno can't find nothing. Smoked down, re-smoked as well, so he's completely blocked off. He's got to piece out with it.
That's wild. Techno gifted the first pick of the round, but off the back of it, no one finding enough. And that long control, quick swing from Mizu to trade onto Mazinho. And just essentially lock this one in, setting up the crossfire on the CT retake. That's 12. And that's 3 opportunities for HOTU to close. And find themselves not only a big win, but that'll be a lot of VRS points for the future. Long-term goals, of course, for these individuals is to make it to the major, right? And they're not going to make it to Budapest. They've missed out on that opportunity. But Cologne is just there.
Man, I can't believe how much of a comeback it's been for him to maybe fumble the bag this late in the game. But let's see, round 22's live. Mongols fast out, ready for the play on mids. It's a good heads-up call from 9-10. Bullet to the brain. Duke for sure down. Double up as well. But Norbert returns to 4 with the assist of Kato. It's 3 for 3 on the fights. Deep CT. It's all dead Mongols, and only Techno remains. 1 versus 3. Tries to deny it, but peeks into the AK of Kato. They absolutely erupt, and deservedly so. HOTU with the upset.
Making it happen. Congratulations. A upset that they'll remember for a damn long time, as will Mongols. That one